Fuck it, we all knew it was going to be shit. First off, before I will continue with the video, I want to say this is not a personal attack on anyone who likes this game. If you like it, sure, I'm fine with that, have fun with it. I cannot take away someone's pleasure. I'm simply trying to be critical on this game and trying to burn this game down to the ground. Back to the topic, did seriously anyone think this game was going to be good? After the launch of Assassin's Creed Unity? Sure, it could all surprise us and turn out to be a great game, or just a really good one. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Beware of spoilers for Chronicles and Assassin's Creed Embers, by the way. The game starts with an opening scroll of text explaining to us where the story takes place in the Assassin's Creed universe and when it takes place. We follow the assassin Xiao Yun 2 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Embers. You know, Assassin's Creed Embers, the 20-minute short movie that showed us the last days of Ezio's life. I hope you do, because the developers didn't. The first time when I saw the title text, I just skipped it because I actually thought it was one of those warnings you can only play a video game for 15 minutes before your eyes start bleeding. But no, apparently it is part of the story and it tells us where it takes place. Why did you need to tell that? Isn't it pretty obvious this takes place in China? People talk Chinese against each other. There are Chinese people everywhere, Chinese names and etc. You get the picture. Also, have you noticed how boring it looks? There's no soundtrack on the background. It's just a painful plain image giving you context so you can understand what is going to happen. But here I'm gonna ask the viewer. Yes, you, the man or woman behind the screen. What is the point of this? When you're gonna play the first hour of the game, they give you the exact same context. So what was the point of the opening text? To tell us this takes place after Assassin's Creed Embers and that Xiao got a precursor box from Ezio Auditore. And why wasn't that told in a cutscene? To show us that Xiao returned to her country. But why couldn't you just make an Assassin's Creed Embers recap video? The footage already exists and you only need to pay for a narrator. Oh, that will cost too much money for this game. Ugh. But if I have to say one good thing about it, the cutscenes in this game suck ass. All the cutscenes are some artwork with some horrible voice acting over it. And they all look the same, so I don't really mind the opening text.
Gao Feng did not have the box. I did not retrieve it in time.
Worry not, young one. We knew that was a risk.
I'm sorry I talk to you like this, but I don't want to show any emotion. To get closer to her first Templar target, Gao Feng, she allows herself to be imprisoned, and to ensure herself to be kept alive, she takes the precursor box with her, so the Templars can ask her many questions.
What is this box? Where did it come from, and what is its purpose?
What, you're not gonna say anything? I'm gonna leave you unguarded here, and I make sure that you have no prison clothes. You will just wear assassin robes throughout the entirety of the game, or else the developers have to spend money on designing new clothes for you. Actually, now we are on the topic of precursor boxes, I wanted to make a standalone video why these boxes don't make sense to exist. But because it's so important to the story, I will discuss it here first before I make it its own standalone video. From all the artifacts in the world of Assassin's Creed, the precursor box makes the least sense to me. So, for example, in Assassin's Creed Rogue, why does it need electricity or lightning, whatever? I mean, really, why does it need that? Every other artifact we see in Assassin's Creed world, you can just grab up and use it and, well, kill someone with it or mind control them. You can just grab the Apple of Eden off the ground and it still works. Do you have a Shard of Eden? No problem. But you have a precursor box? Now that's an entirely different story.
Why?
Why? No, seriously, I am asking this because this doesn't make any sense to me. Second of all, in Assassin's Creed Rogue, when you open the precursor box, it shows you a holographic projection of the world. And it eventually leads Jay Cormac to certain temples, which will cause earthquakes to happen. But the apple has the same function here. From day one we have learned that the Apple of Eden can show holographic projections or images of the world, or your symbols or whatever. The only excuse for this is that the story didn't need the Apple of Eden. The third thing is, remember when I made a video about the Trident of Eden? Well, if you haven't watched it or don't remember, so the Trident of Eden has an actual manual on how to use it. This manual is part of the precursor box, but why? Why does the Trident of Eden need a manual? Isaac can just grab up the trident and use it. Everyone just seems to know how the prongs of Eden work. If you discard this from the lore, you wouldn't miss anything. It's probably even better if you make this non-canon. And in Assassin's Creed The Lost Descendants Locust, the mini comic book series, the Templar named Alice jumps into the ocean so Tommy doesn't get his hands on the precursor manual script. Is it important? Is it on a shore? It's also really weird that Ezio Auditore just has the precursor box lying around, even though he doesn't want to be involved with the Templar and Assassin conflict anymore.
Rebuild my order.
No, for me that is over. Benito, now I think you should go.
In Chronicles episode Russia, Anastasia gets into contact with the precursor box, and when Nicolo's piece of Eden interacts with the box, she starts thinking she's Xiao Yun. You can think of it like some form of bleeding effect, but why? Like, what can this precursor box do more? You know, I would appreciate the precursor boxes so much more if they actually had a good reason to exist and that they just keep it around. This is just one of my issues with the franchise. They just keep introducing these artifacts and they never are important ever again. They have so many artifacts lying around. Just do something with it. Just do something big with it. Don't just drop it in the next game. Just do something with it. Okay, I talked enough about the precursor boxes here. Let's go back to Xiao Yun in her cage. Jesus, are you fucking kidding me? Whose idea was it to put Xiao Yun, an assassin, in a cage with a door that can easily be kicked open by the prisoner next to the ground so she can just escape? I just believe those other prisoners never kicked hard enough. Oh, she has so much luck that they didn't change her clothes. As you guys already have noticed, I've only just talked about the first 5 minutes of the game and what is wrong with the precursor box in the storyline. I know that isn't much, and I was actually going to make this video way longer, and I wanted to tell you guys in one single video what is wrong with this game and its storyline. But I've decided to make this not one video but a multi-part series. I have multiple ideas where the next videos will go, and I want your guys' opinions and thoughts written down in the comment section below so I can use them in my upcoming videos and maybe have a little bit of feedback here and there too, so the video quality will be improved, so you guys can have a lot more fun with these videos in the future. And also, I hope you guys have a fun day or night wherever you are.